Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. My name is Starrapter, and welcome to the channel. It's time to talk about the latest in Star Wars comics. We have one from Dark Horse, one from Marvel. Before we get started, if you enjoy this content, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel so you'll be notified when future videos like this one go live. So getting started from Dark Horse, we have Tales from the Nightlands issue number 2. This one's written by Cavan Scott with artwork by Vincenzo Riccardi. Now, this is a 3-issue miniseries that bridges the entire span of the Skywalker saga with this intertwining story. Starts last time with the prequels with Anakin and Obi-Wan. This time we're talking about Luke and Leia, and then we're also going to get a sequel trilogy era story as well. So we are dealing with the Nightlander, this story about this ancient Twi'lek kind of lore of this person on the nether realm of the dead, and this interesting thing of speaking to the dead. So we open up with a completely crazy art style, and if this doesn't get your attention, I don't know what will, because it's psychedelic. You have Vader, you have Luke, and it's almost like that Nameless effect, if you guys are familiar with the High Republic comics, when the Jedi encounter Nameless, like everything kind of gets contorted and distorted and all that sort of thing with crazy bright colors. That's what's happening here on these pages. It's a fever dream. Luke wakes up and says, okay, I have to figure out where this is. There's a place in my dream, and it's Vader calling to me. So he shows up to this place, and it's not Vader, but it's Daisha, who is the Twi'lek from the very first issue. It was like 30 years prior, and she was dealing with Obi-Wan and Anakin, and she is trying to dupe Luke into becoming the vessel for the Nightlander, and the Nightlander is like the queen of the underworld of the Twi'lek. So he is almost tricked into believing that his father Anakin is there, and it's this really cool moment because you see Luke Skywalker interacting with General Anakin Skywalker, which is just such an awesome moment. But I was pulled away as as it's revealed that this character is actually the Nightlander. And luckily for Leia, Leia shows up and saves Luke's butt. And then Luke uses the Force to put her into stasis, and that's when the time ticks down to 0, and Nightlander will not be seen for another 30 years, because that's how it goes. Like, this is a moment in time where all the planets align, everything aligns, and that's when the Nightlander comes out once every 30 years. So I really enjoyed this story. Getting to see the artwork is just the prime reason why I love this issue, but also interactions between Luke and Vader and Luke and Anakin, and seeing just these cobbled, webbed kind of fever dreams going through the story. I thought this was awesome, so I'm looking forward to the final issue for this one. Next up, from Marvel, we have Jedi Knights issue number 8. This one's called Through Youngling Eyes. This one's written by Mark Guggenheim with artwork by Medebek Muzapikov, and this is such a unique, awesome story in Star Wars. Really works well with the medium of comics. We are getting to see the journey of a youngling getting brought into the order from literally first-person perspective, because it's all drawn in first person. So it feels like a video game. It feels like real life, whatever. You're seeing the hands of this fledgling youngling. We get to see their journey. Very cool. We've never seen it to this detail, I feel like, in Star Wars before. Just the idea, right, of the Jedi taking the young when they're with their parents a lot of times still, and bringing them to the Jedi Order and the decision they make. So it's clearly evident, the Jedi are not just, kidnapping kids, obviously. It's up to the children to have a say in it. In this case, this character has a say in it and voluntarily leaves her family. And that really got me in the heartstrings, because you get to see the father having tears in his eyes, but he's very fair, and he's like, I want whatever is best for my kid. If this is going to be giving your maximum potential, I do not want to stand in your way of you doing that. So get to see this really heartfelt goodbye. But then we also get to see a lot of drama, because the 2 Jedi that are escorting this youngling back encounter a distress signal, and it's to lure passerbys to get destroyed and robbed by these pirates. And unfortunately, both Jedi die in combat. But luckily, it's Kelleran Beck to the rescue. Yes, the character from Mandalorian Season 3 that is played by Jar Jar Binks' actor Ahmed Best. We get to see him in this one, dual wielding the green lightsabers. We know he's a really strong warrior. And even the youngling is able to call on the Force to force push this one of these pirates off and grab the saber. It's just a really cool moment of like, yes, this character is strong in the Force, and then she ends up, being on Coruscant and speaking with Yoda, and Yoda ends up saying, as a way to remember and memorialize your two Jedi Sentinels or whatever they were called that rescue her. We are going to give you like this your own hilt when you get older, and it's a saber staff of both the hilts combined of both those Jedi characters that were shepherding her into the Jedi Order. So I thought that was really sweet. But yeah, this is great. I continue to love the premise of Jedi Knights, of giving us such different kind of viewpoints through the Jedi of all these different things, just from being splash pages in one issue to a mystery on the other. There's so much fun stuff and ideas that Mark Guggenheim and his team are able to accomplish in this one. So there you go. Those were the comics that came out this week from On Star Wars. You're on in the right place. I have a review for the audiobook Jaws of Jakku. I also have my review for the Revenge of the Sith novelization deluxe edition, and even an unboxing of a Star Wars Legion starter set that's just come out recently. So a lot of content to catch up on if you haven't seen already, which is why I suggest subscribing to the channel, as I said off the bat, to keep up to speed. So that's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.